I went into the Ninja Turtles. I was in the Ninja Turtles.
You were inside of the Ninja Turtles?
I was inside the Ninja Turtles.
Dude, imagine having sex with a Ninja Turtle. Can you imagine?
Hang on, they're teenagers in the movie.
Oh, okay. With the
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, dude.
With the ones from the 90s that are 30, even though they're teenagers. Imagine
that's still bestiality.
Imagine having sex with a guy in like a screen-used 90s Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles costume.
I think about that every night before I go to bed. How do you think I sleep so well?
I know you sleep very
I wanted to say one thing because I saw Mutant Mayhem yesterday. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to say one thing because I know you're going to see it later today. Mm-hmm. I'm a huge Ninja Turtles fan. I love the Ninja Turtles. I love the first two 90s movies. I don't like the third one with the time travel.
I like the third one. I love the third one. It's really bad, but I like it a lot.
I love the first two, especially the first one. I think the first one is so funny. I did not like the first Michael Bay one, but I really liked, or not really, but I did enjoy the second Michael Bay one.
I didn't see either of those ones.
Honestly, you can skip the first one and just watch the second one if you're curious.
Isn't Johnny Knoxville in the first one, though?
He voices Leo.
He didn't do the mocap?
No.
Oh, that sucks.
And then in the second one, the actor that did the mocap for Leo just voiced him. But the second one is a lot better because the second one is much more to the core of the characters, while the first one is just very much a Michael Bay movie. Yeah. Even though he didn't it's like he didn't direct either of them, but the first one, it's like he clearly directed it.
Might as well
because he was a producer on both, but the first one, he so directed it.
Yeah.
So up until now, I think this is my favorite Ninja Turtles movie now, Mutant Mayhem. But up until then, it was the 2007 one, just TMNT.
Oh, the animated one?
The animated one. I love that
honestly,
one.
I think I've seen it because like I remember I had like a DVD 4-pack or whatever of like the 90s 3 and then that one. So I think I saw it when I was a kid, but I don't remember anything from it, to be honest.
Yeah. And Chris Evans plays Casey Jones.
What?
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yep. So, and Patrick Stewart voices the villain.
Whoa.
And you can hear it. You can so hear it. You're like, that's Picard or Professor X. So
are you ready?
Yeah, I'm so ready. I thought this is it, dude. We're in.
Oh, we've already started. That's true. That's true. Okay.
But I want to say one thing.
Okay.
Actually, I want to say one more thing before I talk about it. There is one other Ninja Turtles movie that is extremely underrated, and it is so good, and no one's talking about it. And it's on Netflix. It's animated, and it's called Rise of the Ninja Turtles, the movie. Or Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the movie. It's on Netflix. It's a Netflix original movie. It's real. Oh. It is take the plot of Days of Future Past and put it into Ninja Turtles.
No way.
It's so good, dude. It's so good.
I've never even heard of this.
It's so good. Because it's a show. I didn't watch the show, but I heard of the movie, and everyone was talking about the movie when it came out. Or not everyone, but like a couple people.
I think it was recent.
I think Straw Hat Goofy was the one that brought my attention to it.
Yeah,
and I immediately watched it.
This is last year. That's crazy.
It's so good.
I like the animation style from what I'm seeing. I think I do remember seeing something about this, but I don't know anything about it. I'm going to watch that for sure.
It's really good. But this new one that just came out, I went in asking for one thing because I already knew the movie is produced by Seth Rogen. I already knew that the movie was going to be funny and the movie was not going to be boring. I already knew that I was going to be entertained no matter what.
Okay.
I wasn't expecting a high-class cinema, film movie. I knew I was going to be entertained no matter what, but I asked for one thing, that they still kept the heart of the story, because that's what makes the Ninja Turtles so strong for me, at least, is the heart, the bond between the four brothers or the bond with their dad, Splinter. I wanted them to keep that, and they so did. Good. They so did.
Good.
It was
I found out recently that Jackie Chan was Splinter, and that's incredible.
Dude, just wait. The voice
That's so
acting
good.
is crazy in this movie. There are so many actors that are just in it.
And they're actually kids, the Ninja Turtles, which is
The
sweet.
4 Ninja Turtles are actually
Yeah.
teenagers.
That's new.
Leo is played by Gumball from Amazing World of Gumball.
Holy shit. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
And I'll say this, I was not expecting this. Before this movie, my favorite Ninja Turtle was always a toss-up between Leo and Raph, because I love Leo's honor and leadership, but I also love Raph's rage and rebellion side. Donatello surprised the hell out of me in this movie, and he is by far my favorite in that movie.
Really?
Donatello was so awesome. I swear to God, every line of his had me fucking dying.
That's awesome.
And the voice, the kid that played him was just perfect. Donatello was freaking awesome in the movie. And he was always my least favorite. He was always just kind of there to me.
Really?
Like, yeah, he's the brains. I understand that he very much has a purpose, but like he was just the most boring to me for some reason, because Leo was honorable, and I admire that in a character, with any character.
Yeah.
Raph is obviously, he has aggression and he's, the rebel. And then Mikey is the comic relief, the dumb one, the dumb, funny comic relief that skateboards and stuff. And then Donnie was just the brains. That
He was
kinda
there.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know what you
like,
mean.
all right.
I get it. He's
But-
probably, I guess I've never thought about it, but probably my least favorite too. Not that I don't like him, but I know what you mean.
Right.
I get what you mean.
Right. No, it's just, I love it because I've heard some of the complaints about this movie. People are like, oh, it doesn't feel like the Ninja Turtles. And I'm like, you have to look at it like they're actual teenagers. These Ninja Turtles are freshmen in high school, basically. Think of it like that.
Yeah.
That's the type of kids
Which
they
is
are.
what they should
They're-
be.
Which
Especially
is
like
what they should be, and
considering
it is
the
amazing.
was it the 80s cartoons? Like the show? I don't remember when the show was coming out. Like I have
in
a
the
few
80s, yeah.
It was
Like
the
late
80s,
80s.
yeah.
Late
Yeah.
80s.
That was a
Yeah.
good show.
Yeah,
I'm very excited to see it. I see it in 4 hours.
and then one more thing, and then we'll continue the episode. I watched this before I saw the movie, but it was an interview with Seth Rogen, and he was promoting it, and he's like, yeah, we had the 4 teenagers record together.
I
in
saw
the-
that
in the
an
sound booth.
hour ago.
Yeah,
So
and they're
cool.
like sometimes we would just be recording them having a conversation, just like fucking around or goofing off, and then we'd put it in the movie. And watching the movie, I'm like, you cannot convince me that wasn't scripted.
Yeah.
Like that was so them just goofing off and having a good time being teenage boys.
I get why they do it, but I wish more animated movies would have the voice actors together when recording.
Absolutely.
I feel like with
You all right there, bruv?
my dog just farted and I thought somebody was in the house. What was I saying?
You wish that more
yes.
animated movies would record together. their
It's not
actors.
like I'm like, just sometimes I feel like I'm watching an animated movie and I'm like, I can tell that these people have never met before. You know what I mean? Depending on the movie. So like I really like when they do like put them in the same room or whatever. And I think he was talking about how he had that experience with Billy Eichner and Donald Glover for The Lion King. Even though the
Oh,
movie wasn't
yeah.
very good, they were good. And so like
Right.
those 3 were like in the booth together. But yeah, I like when they do that a lot. Anyway, are you ready to actually do it? I'll probably have this. Okay, I'm gonna cut this. I'm gonna split it. I'm gonna switch it. So we'll do the intro now, and then I'll swap them. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Or not? It's fine.
I don't think you should. I think we should just leave it as it is.
All right, perfect. You know
This
what we
is a
do need to
ramble
start doing
episode.
though? That's true. We need to start introducing ourselves because I've been checking, not as much recently since we've been really inactive, but we consistently have new listeners. So I feel like each episode we should be like, hey, this is me. This is what we do. Welcome and do this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Welcome to the Flux Capacitor Podcast.
My name is Broen McCloskey.
My name is Parker McNerney, and we met on TikTok, which is probably going to be gone soon. But speaking of, do you have Twitter?
No.
It's X now.
I know.
You see that? Really weird. I didn't know that was happening. I just checked my phone. I was like, what the fuck is this app on my phone?
I don't.
Too many socials.
I've never cared about Twitter. I've tried on multiple occasions, and I just no interest.
I don't use it very often. I use it for like movie news because I like discussing film is like one of the accounts that I follow that posts, but I don't really use it that often. Okay. You
know what we should say though, just real quick. I think we should say how we actually met, because I don't think we've actually mentioned that since the first episode.
What do you mean?
How we've met. How you and I met. We met on TikTok, but what happened? How did it go?
Okay. I will give my side of the story since it started at different times. Okay.
Okay.
I was on Movie Talk, right? You know, posting about Blu-rays or movies, whatever. Yep. And I had seen... I think I'd followed you for a long time. I don't know who followed who first, but I remember...
You followed me first.
Followed you for a while. And I had seen multiple videos of yours that did really well on my For You page, never processing that it was the same person. Because it was like 6 months in between. You know what I mean? Like I saw... I'm trying to remember which one it was. I think it was... What are some of your really, really big videos? Not like your 2019 ones, but like your movie ones.
There's...
The Kevin from Home Alone one I saw right before I think we started. I'm pretty sure.
No, that was... Yeah. That was
I think.
Before.
And then I saw another one of yours. I don't remember which one.
There was the Monsters Inc. one.
That one I hadn't seen until I like knew you. But it was, I don't think it did well, but it was funny as fuck when it was like the picture of you, or like I was so ugly when I was a kid or whatever. You were like, no, not you. And then it was you like with your Bieber cut, and dude, that was the funniest.
It was me as a toddler.
Yeah.
It was me as a toddler with like a Nike sweatband. Yeah. And I was just smiling at the camera, and the sun was like radiating on my toddler face. And it's just a gorgeous picture, I have to say. It's one of my favorite baby pictures.
Yeah, you look really hot when you were a baby.
I know. And then it cuts to me when I was in 6th grade, when I got my first iPod Touch, and I was taking a mirror selfie with like all my missing teeth because I hadn't gotten braces yet.
It was a bad picture, but it made me laugh so fucking hard. But I didn't know you. And then there was the no, before that. It was before that. This was the video that got my attention, or it was, I think it was the first video you commented on. And it was the video of me in my X-Wing helmet when I'm showing off my Blu-rays, and it's a duet with the people that are like, "Are you a virgin?" Yes, that's right. And so all 3 or 4 or even 5, like I'd seen a good chunk of your videos on my For You page, not even really processing that you were somebody that I followed. And then I remember seeing your name pop up a couple times. I do remember commenting on that one though. That might have been when I followed you, was that video.
And
that might have been...
I probably followed you back immediately because I saw that you had followed me and commented at the same time. Yeah. And your comment was about how I had the steelbooks for the Star Wars movies. And you were like, "Oh, that's awesome." And so I was looking at your profile and I was like, "Yeah, this guy's freaking cool." And so I followed him back. And then we would comment on each other's videos just here and there.
And there was one live. I was live, which I don't do very often, but when I have nothing else to do and I feel like I it'll be good for me to be social. I'll go on live. And there was one time you were commenting in it and requesting to be in it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know. I was like, I don't know this guy. This could be really bad, you know. So I
requested because I
accept it.
genuinely wanted to be friends with you.
Well, and I know that now, but like at the time, I didn't think you were weird, but I didn't know you. I didn't know,
Right.
and I didn't process that you were the guy that I was seeing the videos of yet either. So I just knew you were a
okay.
guy that like I don't even know if I remembered that you were the X-wing guy with the helmet. And
Yeah.
so like I was like, I don't know, this could be really, really, really bad. Like it could be his penis, like who knows? Like it could be like a bad Omegle
My camera
thing.
doesn't zoom in that far.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. And so, you know, that was one I didn't do it. I was like, no, I can't. And then the second time which is funny, I was building the Lego X-Wing, listening to start the 1977 Star Wars score on vinyl, and you requested. I was like, fuck it, fine. I did it, and we just started talking about everything for like 30 minutes at least.
And I remember I was on a work trip.
Yes, you
I
told
was
me
in
that.
a
You were like in a
hotel room.
hotel, right? Yeah.
I was in a hotel room on a work trip, and I had
Yeah.
like finished for the day, so I was just in the hotel room for the rest of the night, and I was I was watching The Office because it was cable TV, and so Comedy Central was, thank God, having an Office marathon.
Yeah.
And so I was just watching that just on my phone, and I saw that you were live, and I was like, okay, you know, I'm gonna be stuck in this room the rest of the night. Might as well.
Yeah. My not my proudest wink or whatever they say. But yeah, like that
Yeah.
it was and I think so like we started talking and there were like 5 people watching maybe. Maybe more came in when you or maybe more started watching when you came in since you had a lot of followers. But we talked about Star Wars, Back to the Future, we talked about a lot of stuff. Like a lot of stuff.
And people in the comments
Marvel.
kind of ate that shit up. They like reading the comments. They thought we were so funny together.
Yeah, we were talking about Marvel, DC. We were talking about Henry Cavill, the Snyderverse. We were just agreeing on everything.
Yeah.
Which is weird because you and I have some like hot takes or whatever, especially DC wise with like the Snyder stuff, whatever. And so
I know. Yeah. Because you and I are both like we would ride Snyder's dick.
Yeah,
Like, for so
literally.
long.
and so I think I messaged you pretty much right afterward. I said, "Are we going to start a podcast?" That was like the only thing, and you were like, "Yeah," and that was it. That was pretty much it.
Yeah.
It was amazing, and now here we are, almost a year later, actually, which is
Coming up on a year. Yeah.
insane. It might have been a year since that live at this point, because it was a second till we actually started going.
That's true. You know what I do remember though?
What?
I remember in between us following each other and us actually becoming friends and meeting.
Mm-hmm.
You had sent me a video on TikTok, and it was some random video, and so but it was funny.
Yeah.
And so I said like, "Oh, haha," and then you were like, "Oh, I didn't mean to send that," and I was like, "Oh." Like, I thought that was you genuinely, like, sending me a video, and then you were like, "Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to send that," and then I was just kind of like,
That's so funny. I should have blocked you.
"Okay."
That's really funny. But yeah, like that's, oh man, honestly so crazy to think about. And I remember Brianna, my girlfriend, if nobody knows who I'm talking about, she was also on the live watching, I think. Or yeah. She was, and I called her
watching.
afterwards. She was like, "That was cool. Who was that?" And I was like, "I don't know." And then I was like,
Yes,
I'm going to
'cause I
message him to
remember
start a podcast.
It was right after Multiverse of Madness came out, and you and her loved it, and I hated that movie.
It was, yeah, because that was 2022. It was like May 2022 that
And-
movie came
and
out.
so
It was
I
probably
was-
summertime that we were, yeah.
And so I remember seeing her in the comments saying like you didn't like Multiverse of Madness, and I was like, sorry.
Yeah, that, oh my God, dude, how fucking
'Cause
crazy is that?
it's funny because like before then I had watched your stuff enough that I knew who Brianna was, not by name, but like I knew her face.
Yeah.
And so like seeing her picture, I was just like, oh, his girlfriend is watching.
Can't wait to steal him from her, huh? And yeah, I
Right.
since then, yeah, dude, that's so crazy to think about. And we've just done this pretty much ever since. I mean, fairly inconsistently the last 6 months because life is really awful sometimes. But
Because I just moved into an apartment. and
yeah,
been working my ass off. I'm working like 60-ish hours a week.
you have moved twice since we started. We have both gotten. We both have 2 jobs now.
Where's your second
And-
job?
Oh, dude, that's insane. We haven't done this in so long. So, since Starbucks blows, I got a second job at Zoomies, like selling skate.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, and it wasn't even on purpose. Like, I used to bully Zoomies because, you know, it's.
Dude, I love going to Zoomies.
Of course,
love
but it's
going
like,
to Zoomies.
as somebody who like used to really be into skateboarding, like I would go in and there's like this little white girl's like, "Hi, how are you?" know, not knowing anything, you know, should be working at like Build-A-Bear or something at the mall, and
Jesus.
you know, it was just. But I went in there, I was like, I need to start skating again, so I went in there to get a new board, and I was stressed because Starbucks it sucks and is cutting hours a lot. And so I was like, are you guys hiring? And the guy ringing me out was the manager. He's like, yeah. Do you want to work here? And I was like, yeah. And that's pretty much it. So
And then he's
now
like, when can you start? Did you have an interview or like put in an application?
ish, we just kind of messaged on Instagram for a while and that was it.
That is the most Zoomies thing I've ever
know.
fucking heard.
But like the actual like process of getting hired sucks, but he was really, really chill.
Is it
And
at like a mall?
Yeah, it's at a mall, which is nice because there's a Starbucks at the mall. And so, like, while I'm working, I can just go get a free drink and then walk back. Like, it's super chill. I literally just leave.
Do you get free drinks because you work in the mall, or do you get free drinks everywhere at Starbucks because you work at Starbucks?
So, So, like, if it's... Do you have a Starbucks in your Target that you work at?
Yeah.
That Starbucks, I wouldn't get anything for because they're like paid by Target and it's a Target thing.
I don't
just,
even get free Starbucks at that Target.
Yeah, Target just pays for the Starbucks brand logo, essentially. Like, I don't get shit from that. Like, and those Starbucks employees can't come to my Starbucks and get anything. Like, I mean, they can
Right.
buy shit, but they can't get discounts or whatever because it's,
No, they're not welcome there.
It's yeah, we don't let them in. We call them Tarbucks. And so
we don't welcome your
What's
kind
your
here,
kind?
you red circle. It's like, whoa.
Yeah.
Wrong kind of red circle. Wrong kind of...
And so like most Starbucks, yes, and until about a year ago, every employee could get 1 free drink and 1 free food item every single day at any Starbucks.
Mm.
And then I was on my way home from seeing Brianna. I was driving 14 hours and I stopped at a Starbucks and she was like, I was like, here are my numbers, my like partner numbers. And that's how they see your name. That's how they give you the discount or whatever. And she was like, all right, it's going to be this much. And I was like, why? What do you mean? Like, why are you making me pay money? She was like, they changed it today. No more. I was like, oh, fucking okay. So I still get discounts.
Yeah.
And like if I'm working, I get a bunch of free shit. But essentially, yes. So that since the mall Starbucks is a real Starbucks, not like a Target Starbucks or whatever,
Right.
I go there and they sometimes give me free shit just because they're nice. But yeah, like even at Zoomies, I'm clocked in. I just walk out and go get a drink and come back. It's really, really, really chill.
What's your discount at Zoomies?
On brands that Zoomies doesn't own, I think it's 25% or 30%. And on brands that Zoomies does own, which is like at this point, like half of what we sell is 50%.
Jeez.
Yeah. And you know what's
I
crazy
get
is
10% at Target.
that's funny. I mean,
Plus, because I have the red card though, I get an additional 5%, so I really get
Yeah.
15% off. But
I
still,
love Target. I love Target a lot. I go there a lot.
I know, me too. I go there 40 hours a week.
I don't remember what I was saying, but yeah, we both. So yeah, you've moved twice. We both now
I
have
have
2
lived
jobs.
in 3 states in the past 3 years.
I have lived. So okay, let me think. Since 2019, I think I have moved 9 times. I think
Jesus.
is my number. Yeah. Like you
Well,
you
that's
and
just
I,
states though. That's just
Oh yeah,
states.
yeah, that's just states for you. You've moved
in
more than
Texas. In Texas, I lived in 3 different places
that. Yeah.
that I moved. I wasn't like homeless or like couch hopping. I
Yeah.
moved in with roommates, and then I got my first apartment with my ex, and then we broke up, and so I got a studio apartment, and then I moved here to New Mexico
And then you moved
And I
again.
was with my
still
sister.
Yeah.
in New Mexico, and now I'm in a 1-bedroom, not a studio, in New Mexico still. And then I'm probably gonna leave New Mexico. Most likely gonna leave New Mexico once my lease is up.
That's crazy. Is
To
it
go
6
live
months
with
or
my
a
now
year?
girlfriend. A year.
Oh yeah. Oh dude, you should talk about her. You haven't talked about her, like we haven't recorded since I think you guys got together, right? I don't think we have.
Yeah, we haven't recorded since we first got together. So we've been
Holy
together
shit.
for we're coming up on 2 months. But today we hit 100 days of knowing each other because we
Whoa.
started Snapchatting the day we matched on Bumble. Now, here's the thing. Here's the funny thing that I've come to realize recently. We always joke about, because I know we're 2 months in. A lot of people would say like, "Oh, you're still in your honeymoon phase." I don't care.
Fuck yourself. I've been unhappy since day one.
Her and I, since day one, we just get along so well.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and we're just like, I love talking. It's long distance. She lives in another state. She lived in New Mexico, and then we started dating, and we talked about if we wanted to do long distance before she moved, and then we decided, yes, we don't want, we're like, things are too good between us to just end it.
She hated being around you so much that within a month you made her move to Florida, which is
She had a
objectively the
job
worst
lined
place
up.
on earth.
Listen, fucker. She,
But you know what? Now that she lives in Florida, you can go there and go to Disneyland. Or no, Disney World is in Florida.
yeah.
Nice.
So,
Oh my God. We need to do a Flix Capacitor goes to Disney World. That would be so good, dude.
And we just go around interviewing people.
Yeah. I still think it'd be so fucking funny to go opening night to go to a big movie and record an episode in a fucking movie theater full of people watching the movie. I think it'd be so fucking funny, dude.
We would never be able to do that. You know why? Because it's illegal.
That's true. I mean, we're not yeah, it's probably illegal to record audio as well.
It's still a felony, dude.
We'll show them our Spotify. Be like, we have 36 monthly listeners. You could let us do that. I think it'd be so good. Like Flix Capacitor gets kicked out of Indiana Jones 16 or whatever, you know?
Oh, God.
Speaking of, you still haven't seen Indiana Jones.
Because I genuinely... Well, wait, hang on. I still haven't seen Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. I've seen the first 4.
Dude,
And
okay, I've got to tell you this. This guy I work with is so bad at movies. His favorite movie is Turbo. Okay, he's seen like 3 movies. And
Oh my God, is that Ryan Reynolds, the voice of the snail Turbo?
He said he doesn't like live action movies for some reason. But we always talk about anime. I don't know. We always talk about animated movies, and I was like, have you seen Over the Head? She was like, fantastic film. But like anything else,
Film.
like he was like Jaws, 5 out of 10. I was like, you like Turbo more than Jaws, dude? Fuck yourself. Anyway, so he goes,
It's so funny because it's like anyone can have... It's like, who gave you free will? You
God
know, 'cause,
is
like,
not real, and you've just proved it to me.
Anyone can have... No. God is real, and he has a sick sense of humor. That's what it is.
Yeah. Well, dude, you're gonna especially think that after I tell you what I'm about to tell you. So,
Well,
no,
okay,
go ahead.
No,
Well,
you go.
Okay. Okay.
All right, I'll go.
You hang up. And so,
No.
so he comes to me, and he was like, I just watched.
I come to you all the time.
Yeah, he comes all over.
I just did last night.
He goes, I watched Indiana Jones last night. I was like, no way. I was like, what'd you think? He was like, I didn't like it very much. And I was like, what? And then he was like, yeah, he was old. And I was like, wait, whoa. I was like, what movie did you watch? He was like, there were aliens in it. And I was like, you started with Crystal Skull? What the fuck, dude? He was like, I don't know. It was on TV. I only watched the last half of it. I was like, oh, my God, dude.
Okay, I understand. I made a video about this. I understand that not everyone likes movies. I get that. I understand that people have different interests. That is 100% understandable. I get that. It's just because we are so into movies, and it's our favorite thing to talk about. It's our favorite thing to do is watch movies. Literally, my favorite thing to do is show someone a movie that I love and they haven't seen.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's
so good.
I don't care who it is. I don't care what movie it is. It is my favorite thing to do to show someone a movie.
There's so much there because one, you're getting to watch a movie you love, which is already great.
Yes.
No matter you're rewatching whatever, Back to the Future or whatever, but also you're watching, like, you're experiencing another human being experience one of your favorite things for the first time ever.
Guess what? My girlfriend has never seen. You're not going to believe it. You're not going to believe
One Cup.
Can you like read my thoughts through?
Parker and Rowan in One Cup.
No. Guess what? She hasn't seen, and you're not going to believe it.
Do you want me to actually guess?
Yeah.
Go ahead and
okay.
guess. Give me.
No.
The decade. That's all I want.
No.
Oh, okay.
Because it's a movie that you and
I both like it.
Yes, we love it. We've talked about it multiple occasions.
I've got two in my head.
Okay.
I'm trying to debate which one she would have been more likely to maybe see in passing. Is it The Goonies?
Nope.
Is it Hook?
Okay, fine. I'll give you this. Hook? No. She hasn't seen Hook.
Oh.
But that's not what I was talking about.
Okay, all right,
go ahead. She hasn't seen Hook. I'll tell you this. It is a movie that the reason why I can't believe she hasn't seen it is because we are the generation for that movie. It's not an older movie.
Okay.
The movie came out with our generation. It is the movie that all of us grew up on. And the fact that she hasn't seen it.
Is it Shrek?
No. But that's a good guess.
Dude, this girl I work with.
Because it's on the same level as, like, how the fuck have you not seen Shrek?
This girl I work with, her name is Sarah. Today's actually her fucking birthday. She has not seen Shrek, but she doesn't like it.
How can she not like it if she hasn't seen it?
That's what I said. That's the fucking same thing that I said. Anyway, I'm mad about it now.
It's like people that say, like, I have a coworker that he refuses to watch. He refuses. Okay. This is really funny.
Okay.
This is really funny. We're going everywhere today.
Everything,
and
everywhere,
that's what
all
this
at
episode
once.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's what we should title this episode. Okay, go ahead.
And it has nothing to do with the actual movie.
Oh my God, dude. So many people are going to be like, they deep dove it. No way. And it's just us fucking around talking about Two Girls, One Cup. I'm sorry. All right, go ahead.
So my coworker.
Yeah. What's his name?
I can't.
Okay.
Because he's actually my superior.
Okay.
At work.
Okay.
He's one of my favorite coworkers.
Okay.
Genuinely. If he's listening to this, like, you know who you are.
Yeah.
He is one of my favorite coworkers.
Yeah.
He's never seen Back to the Future. He refuses to watch Back to the Future. And
okay,
I
so that's
asked him
different.
why.
Never seeing it is like nuts, but I get it. Refusing to watch it is another level of weird.
Do you know why?
Why?
He hates the name Marty.
Did someone like Marty name Marty like molest him or something? Like,
I don't know. And then another manager who's like one of the most higher ups, she says, and I shit you not, it was the funniest shit I had heard all day.
Okay.
Heard all week. She goes, "That's the gayest thing I've ever heard." He is gay.
Dude,
And he's
maybe
like-
it's a gay thing. I have a gay coworker named Joe who doesn't like Back to the Future. I fucking hate gay people. Every single one of them.
That's why I'm eating Chick-fil-A.
Oh my god, full circle, dude. That's so funny. We're not actually homophobic. It's just funny.
Yeah, Parker's not actually homophobic.
This episode of the Flix Capacitor podcast is sponsored by Chick-fil-A. And the Lord. Dude, what if we got a Chick-fil-A sponsor? That'd be sick. Honestly, dude, every episode just eating Chick-fil-A for free.
I still have a biscuit left.
Oh my god, we'd have half of the episode be like,
Yeah. Okay.
okay, sorry, yeah.
So, guess what she hasn't seen?
Okay, so she said that's the gayest thing I've ever heard or whatever.
No. My girlfriend. Back to my girlfriend.
Oh, okay. I'm
We're
sorry.
done with my gay coworker.
Fuck him.
Well,
Literally.
I don't want to.
Don't
but
literally. Yeah. He'll try. Yuck. Anyway, what has she not seen?
She's never seen the Raimi Spider-Man trilogy.
Whoa.
And I know some people.
The whole trilogy, I get, but not even one of them. That's nuts.
She says that she claims she's seen the first one, but doesn't remember a single thing about it. She just knows that Green Goblin's in it.
You know what? Honestly, that's really cool though, because now you can show her these movies for the first time.
She's coming here for my birthday. She's gonna be here for 4 days.
Yeah.
That's 3 nights, 1 movie a night.
Yeah.
That's
amazing.
the plan. I've already discussed it with her. I'm like, this is what we're doing.
Yeah. It'd be funny if like it's her birthday. You're like, we're gonna watch these fucking movies. I don't care what you want to do. Okay.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm so excited because I've never watched these movies with someone for their first time watching it. And I know some people are like, well, maybe she just didn't grow up on comic book movies. No, she loves Marvel.
But
her
even
dad
still,
and I
like,
have talked Marvel for literally hours.
Because of how big that movie is, you don't even have to be a comic book person to have like potentially even seen it. You know, like that
Seriously.
It's
And
the same
she's
with
the
like the Dark
generation.
Knight or like the Avengers, like those huge movies. I mean, people saw Endgame who had never read a comic book or seen a comic book movie in their entire life. You know what I mean?
Some people saw Endgame as their first Marvel movie because it was so big and all of their other friends were going.
Which like makes me really sad, but also I would love to know what that was like. To not know or care about any of these characters and then watch them all die and see the entire theater like devastated. Oh no, that was Infinity War. Well, some of them die.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
Spoiler
crazy. Yeah, that's crazy, dude.
I know.
Wait, okay. Before we talk about anything else, just because I don't want to forget, I just remembered. You have got to make a trip up here whenever. Okay.
Okay.
Ideally within the next year, because I don't know how long it'll run, whatever. Have you heard of The Shark is Broken? Okay. Robert Shaw Quint from Jaws. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
His son has written, produced, and is now, I believe, directing, or at least directed the original production at the West End. A show called The Shark is Broken, where he plays his father. Looks just like him, and it's just a play. The entire play is Robert Shaw, Roy Scheider, and I'm losing my mind. What's Hooper's actual name? I know it. I love him.
Oh, Richard Dreyfuss.
Thank you. Yeah, Richard Dreyfuss. All 3 of them just talking in between takes because the shark is fucking broken while shooting Jaws.
No.
That's the entire show. And that was on
sounds
Broadway.
Amazing.
And dude, he looks exactly like his dad. If you would see a picture of him and you'd be that's Quint. It's insane.
Which is really funny because I've always thought that Quinn looks like my grandpa,
Oh.
who's
your grandpa
dead,
hot?
and
Oh.
I've never met him. He died before I was born, but I've seen pictures. And then when I watched Jaws for the
Oh.
first time, I was like, that looks like my dead grandpa.
Didn't need to beat him. I'm watching him right now.
Yeah.
Dude, that's
and then
crazy.
when he died, when he got basically bit in half, I was just like, oh, grandpa.
That's what happened to him.
Dad, I thought you said he died from cancer.
Yeah, no, we've got to go. I want to go see it so bad. And it's not a musical or anything. It's just a play, I guess from just stories
That
and
sounds
stories.
amazing.
Yeah, and it's
love.
first it's like, I mean, his dad told him all these stories, so it's like his dad was there, you know what I mean? Like it's not found
That is
footage
amazing.
information. Yeah. Yeah.
Could you imagine if Richard Dreyfuss was like Spielberg?
I don't know if Spielberg's in it. Like if there's like a person being Spielberg, I don't know if it's just the three of them or whatever. But I would love that. And Spielberg was there opening, or is going to be there opening night, which is in a couple days,
Oh
which
my
is
gosh.
super cool. And yeah, we've got to go see it. But segue, Back to the Future the musical was awesome. I think you would have liked it a lot. Because we kind of
That's so
started talking
great.
about Back to the Future. The coolest part, I'll just talk about it really quick. At the end, they get, you know how the end of the first one happens. Doc comes back and's like, you gotta, whatever, right? And the DeLorean flies for the first time, and you're like, holy
Yeah.
shit. He gives the great line. They do that in the show.
Roads,
DeLorean
where we're going,
literally-
we don't need.
Yeah.
roads.
DeLorean literally goes up and then over the audience. It is so... And then do a fucking 360 with the actors in it.
Did you see this on Broadway?
Yeah.
Damn. How far of a trip is that for you?
An hour to Manhattan.
Dude, I so need to come visit.
You gotta come. And
I so need to come visit.
the guy who played Doc, this, I don't know if you'll care as much as I do. Do you like Hercules, the Disney, the 90s one?
Yeah.
One of my favorite Disney movies. Great soundtrack. The guy who voiced and sang as Hercules is Doc. And
Okay, that's pretty awesome.
when he's singing, you can hear it, and it is so good. But yeah, it was really, really cool. There were some things that were weird. The DeLorean was voice activated, which is kind of weird. Because
Was it like Kit from Knight Rider or
ish? It didn't come up very often, but I think just because, I mean, in the movie you see them dial the dates or whatever. On stage, you can't see that from 1,000 feet away.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
That-
then.
and it's-
So they just say like
Set the date for
computer
this.
November 15th, 1955.
And it's like sometimes funny because it's only Doc's voice that can do it. And then Doc doesn't, the reason Doc is dying or dies is not because he got shot by the Libyans. He gets like radiation poisoning from the uranium, or no, it's not uranium. What is he? I forget what he uses.
Plutonium.
Plutonium. Thank you. And I don't know why. It was also kind of a weird choice. But other than
Probably
that, it
because-
was really,
Probably
really cool.
because someone complained about Back to the Future being racist.
That, yeah, they're probably like, we
Let's
probably
be honest.
It,
That's what it was.
either, yeah, it's probably a lot of that, which watching it, if they spent any more time on it in the movie, I would have been like, all right, well, there are literal terrorists in this movie.
Yeah.
But I also think like it just would have maybe not worked on stage, like a car chase. You know what I mean?
Probably not. Yeah.
But like, I mean, it was a very digitally heavy show, but like them like time traveling in the DeLorean was so cool. But anyway, that was random. But yeah, we have got to go see The Shark Is Broken at some point. We've got to go.
Yes.
It looks really
Yes,
good. And his,
absolutely.
I saw a clip of, I don't know his name, but Robert Shaw's son doing the monologue. And it's
like
perfect.
the chalkboard monologue.
no, the when they're all drinking the night before they get, yes,
Oh.
like the monologue. And it's like perfect. It's amazing. So yeah.
I think I'm due for a Jaws watch.
Yeah, I love. Dude, I showed my friends Jaws for the first time in January, and they
You told
were,
me that. Yeah.
oh my god, it's But like, that actually goes back to what you were saying. So you're showing your girlfriend. Do you want to say her name on here? I don't know if you do or not. Like, I don't want to.
I
don't blame you.
I'll ask her first.
Yeah,
I won't say it this episode.
Just in
but
case
I'll
you.
ask her if she's
Yeah,
okay
just
with
in
it.
case she leaves you soon. You don't want too much evidence. So you're gonna show her the Raimi trilogy
Yep.
for the first time.
Yep.
That's amazing.
Yep.
That's really amazing.
Because we each have lists of movies that we want to show each other.
I'm sure yours is a
since we
lot
do-
longer than hers.
Yeah. And since we do long distance, we do them over FaceTime, and then we'll like just hit play at the same time. But
Dude,
there's
that's
some movies.
insane that you're now experiencing the last 3 years of my life. That's so
Yeah.
crazy to me. And it's
But-
one of the only things you can do over long distance, which is really kind of cool if you want to show them a lot of movies. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. But there's some movies that we both are like, we need to watch this in person.
Yep.
Like finding out that she hasn't seen the Raimi trilogy, which wasn't even on my list because I had just assumed that she had
assumed?
seen them.
That's wild.
So when I found out she hadn't seen them, and I'm like, okay, A, those are going at the top of the list, and B, we're watching them as soon as you
Yeah.
get here.
Some have to be in
Here.
person. There are some very
I'll-
important movies.
I'll read the list real quick, and I'll tell
Yeah.
you which ones have to be in person.
Yeah. Well, while you're getting that ready, I'll tell you some that I want Brianna to see in person, or or have waited to. One was Everything Everywhere All at Once because I wanted her to see it on my TV because she doesn't have a very good TV. And then another one that's hasn't happened yet is Guardians 3 because I don't think she'll be able to handle it emotionally alone afterward. I picked mine up yesterday. That is such a cool slip, dude.
It is, and I haven't watched it. I've seen it in the theater, but I haven't watched it yet since I've owned it because I don't have a TV yet. And if all goes well, I should be getting. I want to get my TV today. I say if all goes well because I don't know how big my paycheck is going to be because I haven't picked it up yet.
Yeah.
But if it's a good paycheck and I get my TV, I'm watching it tonight on my brand new 4K TV, and I'm so excited.
That's awesome. Okay, what's the
So
list?
go ahead.
So the only reason was Brianna's very sensitive when it comes to movies. She's very emotional. Even when
Good,
we
that's
saw we saw Barbarian together in the theater. And
Oh,
did you ever see
So
the trailer for spoiler alert, the gay rom-com with what's his name from Big Bang Theory that came out last year? Or maybe
No.
late. Anyway,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
it looked like cute and sad, whatever. He gets cancer in the trailer. During the trailer, she's bawling. Just the fucking trailer. And so after seeing Guardians 3, which is devastating at points,
Yeah.
I was like, honestly,
But amazing.
oh, it's incredible. I was just like, honestly, I don't think you should be alone after watching this movie. So that one's going to be in person.
And then just in case you don't understand what's going on, I can explain it to you,
Yeah.
as we're watching it. Like I'll pause it every 10 minutes, make sure like you know everything.
Dude,
'Cause-
she hates when I pause movies. But in my defense, I don't do it often, only when she and or her mom start literally a conversation. So I fucking pause it because I want to hear what's going on. And she'll be like, why are you
Yeah.
pausing it? It's like, I don't want to miss whatever the fuck's happening right now. Anyway, I'm going to get
Yeah.
mad. Okay, read your
Okay. So the
Okay.
first. Okay, so we got Alien and Aliens. She hasn't seen those. Those are going to be in person.
Of course.
The Thing.
Of course.
That's going to be in person. Now here's the thing. I don't necessarily think she's going to like The Thing. It's since it's one of my favorite movies of all time, I want to share it with her.
Yeah.
I want her to see, and there are plenty of movies that she has told me that she wants me to watch that I really couldn't give two shits about, but I'm still going to watch them because they're important to her. And I want that. I want her to share that with me. I want to be able to have that experience with her.
Yeah.
So the thing, she's never seen a single Harry Potter movie. So we're going to start them this Christmas. We're probably going to watch them with my sister because my sister and her husband love the Harry Potter movies.
Great Christmas movies, especially the first couple.
yeah.
Especially the first
Oh
one.
yeah.
First one
Yeah,
is
so
like,
we're-
could watch it every Christmas.
Yeah, so we're gonna watch at least the first one,
Nice.
An American Werewolf in London, which
Nice.
is one that we can watch in person, or I really don't care. But that's another one where it's just one of my favorites, and I just want to share it with her. I don't necessarily think she's gonna like it, but just the fact that she'd seen it once, that's.
Yeah.
6 is Stand By Me.
I still have not seen that movie.
Oh,
I know.
I know she'd like Stand By Me. Stand By Me is so good. How can you not like Stand By Me?
It's
I wouldn't mind watching that over FaceTime.
Hold on. I want to call him Casey Affleck for some reason. Fucking
River Phoenix.
I didn't know he was in it. No,
Oh, Corey Feldman?
Thank you. Yes, the new Michael Jackson apparently for some reason. I don't know if you've seen his live concerts, but have you? Oh,
Corey Feldman?
Oh my God, he is now like a rock star that does like hip hop, and it's
I didn't
so
know that.
bad. And he has on like a TikTok about it, and there are like 9 people, and at each show, I think it's fucking hilarious. Anyway,
Oh gosh.
yeah,
Because
but he's in that movie, right? Corey
Yeah.
Feldman's in Stand By Me. Okay, cool. Planet of the Apes trilogy, awesome,
Yep.
awesome, perfect trilogy.
Predator. Now, I don't think she's gonna like Predator, but she has to watch Predator before she can watch Prey because I know she's gonna like Prey.
Mm.
Can you still haven't seen Prey yet? Have you?
No, I haven't even seen Predator all the way through. There was a day.
Oh my god.
There was a day last year where I started it, and then a bunch of stuff kept happening, and I just kept pausing it, leaving, and then my TV would turn off and rewinding it probably 6 times, and I just gave up. I was like, "Fuck it, I don't care anymore. I'm not interested."
Predator is perfect. It's so fucking good. It's so old, and so it's really cheesy. But
Yeah.
like, if the movie were just updated, which I'm not saying they should do this. They should absolutely never do this.
Yeah.
But if they were to just update the effects,
Yeah.
and keep the movie the exact same, the movie would be fucking amazing.
We
that
should
being
do
said, they should never do it.
an episode about that specific topic of conversation, because 9 times out of 10 I don't like when they redo effects.
Right.
So we should I'm going to write that down. We should definitely talk about that at some point. Anyway,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Tron's another one.
Original?
The original Tron. It's like, how cool would this movie be if they updated the effects? But they should never do that because of how
It's special.
important this movie is.
Yeah. I still haven't seen the original Tron, actually.
It's really hard to watch, but you respect it. You know?
Yeah. Has she
Happy
seen
Gilmore.
Tron Legacy?
I've seen Tron Legacy. Tron Legacy is
she?
really good. Oh, I don't know.
Because the movie's good, but like it's a great looking movie.
Until you get to young Jeff Bridges, and then it's like Uncanny Valley.
Yeah. Well, you know why? That's CG, and a lot of the light stuff in Tron Legacy is practical, which I love, especially like their suits. Like,
Well,
it's
no,
super,
but
super
young
cool.
Jeff Bridges, the CGI.
Yo, yeah, it looks terrible. Looks so
it's
fucking terrible.
Terrifying. Yeah.
Awful. It's rubbery. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay. Happy Gilmore.
Oh, great movie.
Yeah.
That movie's so good.
It's my favorite Adam Sandler movie.
It might be mine. Okay, I was going to ask you about this 20 minutes ago because I, for a second, thought it might be the movie you were talking about before you told me it was Spider-Man. Then I was like, no, it's not big enough. Do you like Grown Ups?
Yeah.
I
The
love
first one.
Grown Ups. Yeah, the second one was Shaq, dude. Not good. I like it, but it's not good at all. I love the first one. I think the first one's so funny.
Yeah, the first one's really good.
Anyway.
Signs, which is a movie I definitely want to watch in person with her.
Still haven't seen that one either.
Because it's one of my favorites. I think it's really misunderstood.
Okay.
I don't think people fully understand the movie, and that's why they shit on it.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying that the movie gets a lot of shit, but it's not as talked about as it should be, and I truly believe it's because people don't really fully understand the point of the movie. And I'll say this, it's a movie that's very strong in faith. It's a very religious-centered movie.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that at all. No, now that you're saying
very
both
much.
of those things, I'm very interested to see how I'll feel about it.
It's so fucking good. But people watch it as an alien movie, and it is, but it's not.
Yeah. The only
You know,
stuff I know about it is recently found out Joaquin Phoenix is in it. And
Yeah.
and then
that was my introduction to him.
And then all the stuff that they referenced in Scary Movie 3. That's all I know. So
Which,
like I know
which Scary Movie 3 is you'll see Scary Movie 3 is Signs.
Yeah, like I like the Hershey's Kiss thing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then yeah. Anyway, so I'm excited to watch that. But
No,
what else?
Signs, it's people watch it expecting like Independence Day or like that Dark Skies movie
I
with
was literally about to ask you if you've seen Dark Skies. Do you like that movie?
it's really no.
It's really creepy at times, but overall I don't like it that much either. It's got some really I think it's got some really interesting pieces. Not that great though. What else is on the list?
I think the kids, the two boys are annoying as fuck.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh my god.
But yeah, it's a very faith-centered movie, and when you watch it through that perspective, then you see like this movie's fucking amazing.
So the holy trilogy now is Passion of the Christ, Signs, and then the sequel to Passion of the Christ that's in development right now for some reason.
Which is funny because Mel Gibson is in Signs, and he directed
Oh
Passion
my
of the Christ.
god, that's so funny.
Yeah.
We should talk about Hacksaw Ridge at some point. Now that I'm thinking about that. Anyway,
I just
sorry.
rewatched that recently, and that's also directed by Mel Gibson.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking about it. Wow, good movie.
Baby
Anyway.
Driver,
Oh, dude.
which I think we have to watch it in person. That's not one you can watch over FaceTime.
Yeah. Oh, man, I love that movie so much.
La La Land.
Good
She's
movie.
never seen La La Land. She loves musicals. Never seen La La Land.
Then
Pursuit of
then
Happiness.
then I'm okay. Promise me that we will do this then. When you two watch it,
Okay.
we will do a girlfriend edition of the podcast. Have both Brianna and your girlfriend on and talk about La La Land because they both they don't both love it. Brianna loves it. I like it. I like it a lot. But
I love it.
I have my problems with it as somebody who has always been into theater and musicals. So I'm really interested to see, since she likes musicals a lot, if she has any similar problems that I do. But anyway, we'll do that for sure. Go ahead.
Okay. Pursuit of Happiness.
Okay.
The Blind Side.
That's an in-person
Hacksaw
one?
Ridge.
These are all in the are these all in person or is this the entire
No.
list? Okay.
This is just
gotcha.
the entire list.
Hacksaw Ridge. Oof.
Hacksaw Ridge. The Rocky franchise.
Great. Okay.
The Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Okay.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Okay.
Edge of Tomorrow.
I've actually
Hook.
been-
You've never seen Edge of Tomorrow?
No, I've been thinking about it though recently. I was 'cause
Dude.
I've only seen the cover and it looks like a shitty movie, but then I've heard it's good. So I'm like, oh, I should watch that.
Do you know what it's about at all?
I've only seen the cover and it looks like shit. And it's Tom Cruise in like a
Wait.
I've not I know literally
You're watching it tonight.
nothing. I could actually is it streaming anywhere? I could probably watch
It's
it
on
tonight.
HBO, I think. I just watched it like 2 days ago. Not for the first time, but Parker,
All right, all right,
don't look up the synopsis.
I'm
don't
not,
look
I'm
up
not.
shit.
I'm not.
Just
I'm
hit
putting a
play
reminder on my
because
phone.
I am telling you right now.
Oh my god, the Sonic Kid, or is that what you're referring to? Do you remember the Sonic Kid?
Yes. No, but I'm
That's-
talking about the lady on the airplane.
Oh,
I am telling you right now, that motherfucker back there is not real. No, but listen to me, shithead. Listen.
Okay, I'm listening.
Listen.
I'm turning you up.
I thought the same thing, except I watched it when it came out, but I didn't see it in the theater. I thought the same thing. I saw the posters for it. I was
Yeah.
like, couldn't care less about this movie.
It looks
I
like
could
the
not
65
care
movie
less.
with Adam Driver. It's just like
Which they put it on Netflix, and I couldn't even finish it.
really?
65.
Brianna saw it. She was like, it was okay. I was like, yeah.
I could not finish it.
Adam Driver has either really, really good luck or really, really bad luck with movies.
And it wasn't even his fault. The movie was
Yeah,
just
no.
so boring.
I think
and the
he's
fact
great.
that the movie is about it revolves around two characters and they don't even speak the same language. I understand where they were going with it, but it didn't work.
That could have been really
if you're
interesting.
having only two characters,
Yeah, that could have been really interesting. Them not speaking the same language, but it could also be really terrible, which I understand now.
it was terrible because it's like I didn't see the connection between them.
Yeah.
Like he was annoyed that he couldn't talk to her. And it's like, ugh,
Yeah.
I
Anyway.
want you to care for each other.
yeah.
Anyways, I watched Edge of Tomorrow with my dad when it came out on, like, we rented it off Redbox or whatever when it came out.
Oh, I thought
And
it was
we
like
went in
more recent than. I mean, I know Redbox still exists, but like
2014.
Okay, I was thinking either 2014 or 2017, and it's Emily
It came
Blunt
out-
too, right?
Yep. Yep.
That's literally
Yep.
all I know from the poster.
Dude,
All I
we
know.
were watching the movie, and then at a point, there's a point that happens,
Yeah.
and when that point happens, you're like, "Oh my god, is this what's happening? Is this what the movie is? Holy shit, I'm so in! Holy shit!
Okay, I'm gonna tell you this. Now that you're saying that, that was me with Parasite. So you have got to watch Parasite.
Okay,
Literally the
okay.
exact same thing. Literally.
Parker,
Yeah. Are we gonna both watch these movies tonight?
I'll watch Parasite tonight
Okay, I will.
on my new TV.
Fuck yeah, dude. Okay, I'm gonna watch Edge of Tomorrow. 100%.
I have to pick it up because I know I left a couple of movies at my sister's house, so I'll have to pick it up today. But when
It
I'm
might
out,
be
but-
streaming as well, but yeah, you need to.
No, I want it. I want to watch it physically, dude.
It's
You know me.
That's another
Um,
reason in person is good, because a lot of the stuff that I have wanted to show Brianna, and I'm sure that you want to show your girlfriend, is like not always streaming, which makes
Yeah.
long distance difficult. Like trying to think. Hook wasn't streaming for a long time. The Goonies wasn't streaming for a long time, and she had never seen the Goonies. But anyway,
Yeah.
we digress again.
So Edge of Tomorrow, Hook, Love and Monsters
I think you've told me about that.
with Dylan O'Brien, really
Yeah.
underrated. It's actually really good.
My
like,
coworker
genuinely,
also
it's-
really likes that movie.
It's genuine. It's not. I went to see it. I saw the trailer for it on a YouTube ad.
Yeah.
And I was like, I have never heard of this. And the ad was like the week before the movie came out.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, well, it looks like I'd enjoy it if I was 15,
Yeah.
you know? And then do you know Jeremy Jans on YouTube?
No.
He's a movie reviewer, and I have watched his stuff since I was a freshman in high school. So like I trust his judgment for the most part. For the most part, I trust his judgment. Every now and then I disagree with him on stuff. He did a review and he was saying the exact same thing. He's like, where the fuck did this movie come from? The marketing was non-existent. And he's like, but holy shit, it was so good. And so I was like, fuck it. And I went to go see it that night, like opening night. And I was like, this movie, why is no one talking about this? Because it came out right when COVID started.
That's right. And it wasn't
And I was like-
it wasn't like for some reason I thought it was a streaming service movie, but it was
No.
okay.
I saw it in the theater, opening night. Empty
Yeah, you're
theater.
right.
There
That was like right like February 2020, like right before COVID.
It might have
Yeah.
been March, dude. Like,
Yeah.
because I know the everything shit hit the fan in March. I know that
Yes.
for a fact.
And it was like within 2 days. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Anyway.
it is very underrated. I don't think enough people are talking about it. I've shown it to quite a few people, and everyone I've shown it to has been like, "Yeah, this movie's pretty awesome." I'm like, I'm telling you, it's
All right.
it's just a great time. It's a great
Okay.
movie. Nope. Oh, which we watched, so I can
Nice.
take that off. We watched it. She did not like it. I was not expecting her to like it. Honestly, I don't.
She
think
didn't like
liked
it at
because
all.
I don't think she understood it, and which I was not expecting her to. And I explained it the best I could, and
If
I think it's gonna get
I-
to a point where she's just gonna want to rewatch it, and I'm gonna be here for it.
If I didn't know you and know what kind of person you are, and this is the first time I had ever spoken to you, I would hate you so much, because you're like, what you're saying makes sense, but if I didn't know you, you'd be like, yeah, she just didn't get it. I had to explain it to her. You know what I mean? Like one of those.
I
fucking
didn't mean
guys.
it like that. I was like, yeah,
No,
I had to
know.
mansplain it to
Yeah,
her.
yeah.
No,
You just don't- you
I'm
didn't-
just saying.
You don't
I
get cinema,
knew-
bitch. You know.
I knew she wasn't gonna get it because
Yeah.
I didn't get it.
It is.
And she
I-
is smarter than me, so it's not that like if
no.
I didn't get it, you'll definitely won't get it. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
it's a very complex movie.
There's a
not,
lot there.
yeah,
A
and
lot.
she's smarter than me. She's a lot smarter than me, but she's not as into movies as I am,
Yeah.
and so I wasn't expecting her to get it,
Mhm.
and I wasn't expecting her to like it.
Yeah.
But I think, and I'm going to give it time, I'm not going to bring it up, but I am waiting for the day for her to be like, I think I
Yeah.
need to watch Nope again. And I'm gonna be like, fuck yes, I did it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah, well, and that movie, I've seen it 3 times now, and like there's still stuff
seen it
that
so
I'm
many
finding,
times.
and it's not a good surface level. I wouldn't even necessarily call it a horror movie, but a lot of people went into it thinking it was, and it was kind of marketed that way. And a
So-
lot of people that are not consistent moviegoers like you and I are, it's not a
Right.
good surface level horror movie for them.
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
It's not
I
The
have-
Conjuring or whatever. You know?
Right. I have another coworker at Target who
Mm-hmm.
is really into movies as well. So we talk movies all the time. And he has the mindset that we do. He has the movie mindset, you know.
Yeah.
I told him to watch Nope. He hadn't seen it. He knew about it. He had heard of
Yeah.
it. He just hadn't gotten around to watching it. I'm like, dude, you
Sucks
absolutely. What?
that his first time like wasn't in IMAX. You know what I mean? Like
I
that
know,
movie
I
in
know.
IMAX, dude. Oh my god.
It was amazing in IMAX. So I told him to watch it, but because he has that film mindset, I had to tell him, like, because he would understand what I mean. I had to tell him how to watch it because he would get it. He's like, okay, I know what you mean,
Yeah.
because he has that mindset already. So I told him, don't watch it like you're watching a horror movie.
Yeah.
Watch it like you would watch Jaws. Watch it
Yeah.
just as a piece of cinema.
Just a movie. Yeah.
Just a movie.
And it
And
is.
you will get it.
It's nothing like Jaws in tone, but it's a lot like Jaws because it's scary, it's funny, there's a lot of drama, there's really
You
good
care
storytelling.
about the characters
Care about the characters. It's like Jaws.
in the sky.
Yes, and people, a lot like pop culture. Jaws is just popcorn movie horror, popcorn horror movie, but it's
Yeah.
so much more than that, and that's
So
exactly
much
what
more.
Nope. I think
Like
Nope
Jaws,
will be very
Jaws
revered.
is one of the greatest movies ever made. Period.
Yes, on accident as well, ish.
Yeah.
I mean, and so I think, I think Nope like did okay at the box office, whatever. But I think as time goes on, it'll be more loved,
Absolutely.
and it'll be one of those movies for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Anyway,
Okay, we're getting closer. Rain Man. What's
Oh!
Eating Gilbert Grape?
okay. Well, I've not seen either of those, but they're on my list. But I just got Rain Man on 4K because it just came out on 4K, so I'm gonna watch it soon.
Nice.
Never
I
seen
own it on Blu-ray. It's so good.
Nice.
It's one of my favorite Tom Cruise movies.
I was gonna okay. I was like, it's Dustin Hoffman and who else? And it's Tom Cruise.
Cruise.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Dude, Dustin Hoffman. Wow. Anyway,
Yeah. What's Eating Gilbert Grape? So
that one I want to watch.
Two very special movies in a row.
Stop it.
She also hasn't
as
seen Forrest Gump.
soon, you weren't even smiling yet. I saw it in your fucking eyes that you were about to make a joke.
These movies are
Anyway.
very special to me.
Yeah. Whatever. What else?
A Quiet Place 1 and 2.
Still haven't seen the second one. I'm kind of surprised that you like the first one. Well, that you like them so much. But I do you like the second one more?
I think so. I think I like the second one more.
I haven't seen the first one since it came out. I'd probably like it more now. Anyway, I'm excited. I'm interested to see what she'll think.
Okay, now before I say this movie, there's a reason. So don't just be like, what the fuck? Blended.
Just
With Adam
dude,
Sandler?
That's wild. Brianna just showed me that for the first time. That movie.
Do you know why I want to show it to her? Because
Is
Drew
she-
Barrymore.
Oh, sorry. Okay, go ahead.
No, she's not African.
No, no. For some reason I was thinking Spanglish. I knew what movie you were talking about, but I was like Spanglish, and I was like, wait. If I remember the picture correctly, she might be Latin of sorts. And I was like, is that why? Because you two are blended.
She's
Then I remember that's not
Hispanic.
why.
Yeah, my girlfriend's
Okay, yeah,
Hispanic.
that's okay. Anyway,
She's Spanish and native. What?
it's just a really funny way to say it. What ethnicity is your girlfriend? She's native.
Yeah, Native American.
No, I just thought it was
That's
funny the way you said it and then just stared at me.
What would
I'm
you rather I
sorry.
say Indian?
No, because most people would think like,
Durka
Um,
Indian.
well, yeah, I couldn't think of the Simpsons character. That's
Apu?
yes, Yes. Anyway, we digress
Uh,
again.
I said I just said some racist out of pocket shit, and you didn't even bat an eye.
I'm just gonna let it go. At the a year into the podcast, I've learned to just not acknowledge it as much, and maybe it'll be less encouraged. Anyway, why do you want to show her?
Let's be honest. That's probably the worst thing I've ever said. Is what I don't even want to say it again because like after I said it, I was like, oh fuck.
Do you know what's funny? Is that we're on a movie podcast trying to rank racist comments that you made. Anyway, which are okay, just so everyone knows, not actually like we're not pieces of shit, just so you know. Anyway,
No,
why do
we
you want
just
to show
have
her
good sense
Blended?
of humor. We have a good sense of humor.
We have good sense of humor. We hate black people. It's not that big of a deal. Now, why do you want to show her Blended?
Because Drew Barrymore's character is my mother. Go ahead, take your time.
Physically?
Everything about her. Almost every movie with Drew Barrymore, I see my mom, but Blended, where she plays a mom of two boys. Now, keep in mind,
I understand
I
what
have
you're
two
saying.
sisters, but
Yeah.
I'm a boy, so
I understand what
I've
you're saying,
seen
though.
her. Like my relationship with my mom is very different from her
course.
relationship with my sisters.
Of course.
And so
of course.
seeing Drew Barrymore as a boy mother, I'm like,
and
oh
then
my god,
and then becoming
that
a
is
girl
my
mother
mom.
throughout the movie.
And then becoming a
Yeah.
girl mother. But I'm like, that is my mom. That is
Mm-hmm.
the woman that I grew up with. That is the woman that raised me. And so I love watching it because it's so funny to me because of how much I relate to it. And
It's all-
funny
yeah.
enough,
It's really
Yeah.
funny, actually. I really liked it. I watched it like last month for the first time, and I really liked it.
it's funny. Don't get me wrong, it's still funny,
yeah.
but it's not Adam Sandler's best.
Of course,
But
not.
that's the reason why I want her to watch it, is because I want
Yeah.
her to see what I grew up with. I'm like, this
Yeah.
was my mother. Like, enjoy.
Yeah. Oh my god. Who was it? It's Terry Crews, right? That's the guy I'm thinking of.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah. You're like that.
When
Oh,
one
that's my mom.
person
That's my mom.
meets
My mom looks just like.
another.
Yeah. All right. What are the last couple?
Ghost with Patrick Swayze.
Okay. Still haven't seen that one.
It's-
Every time you say Ghost,
good.
I'm thinking Ghost Ship.
No, Patrick
seen
Swayze
Ghost
and
Ship?
Whoopi Goldberg. No.
Okay. Movie sucks. Are like top 5 opening scene of all time though.
Oh.
Rest of the movie, fuck yourself. Opening scene, incredible. Go
okay.
ahead. I do need to watch Ghost though. I like Patrick Swayze.
It's one of my.
Go. No, you say that. You can finish your sentence.
I was just gonna say it's one of my mom's favorites, so it's a movie that I grew up with. But I think it's great. It's a total chick flick, but like it's really fucking good.
Speaking of moms and Patrick Swayze, my mom, as you know, I have some family in the industry, and my mom was at.
Right.
She wasn't friends with him, but she was at a David Hasselhoff party at his house. I don't know why, because like my mom's not in the industry. She doesn't fucking know anybody. I don't know why she was there.
Right.
My mom is short. She's 5'2", 5'3" on a good day. I think she says she's like 5'3" and 3/4 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
She's short. She saw Patrick Swayze at that party.
How long ago was this?
80s. This was like
okay. So
peak
he was-
Swayze. Like this is when he's
okay. So he wasn't. It wasn't when he was looking horrible.
No. This was like Dirty Dancing era.
Dirty Dancing and Outsiders. Outsiders is early 80s.
I
honestly.
forgot. I haven't seen that movie since the 7th grade. And you know what? Oh, dude, this entire episode is so coming in circles. I love coming in. Sorry. I honestly, as soon as I said that, I didn't like the way it sounded. Brianna's never seen or read The Outsiders. So for Prime Day, 2 weeks ago, I got her The Outsiders book for like $3. And I need to get the Blu-ray so I can watch it again because I love that movie.
Oh, it's
and,
great.
And she's never seen it. And I forgot that he was in that
I
movie.
thought
That's
that was like a
big
nationwide.
cast.
I thought that was a nationwide requirement that like all 6th graders have to read The
Yeah.
Outsiders.
Well, so she's
like
10
8th
years older
graders or
than I
whatever.
am. Well, she's 10 years older than I am. So like I think
What?
Yeah. So I don't know if The
Wait, back up.
Outsiders. What? You didn't know that?
What? Huh?
You didn't know that Brianna was 10 years older than I am?
10?
10. Oh, dude. Wait. Dude, she's literally calling me right now. Hello?
Hello.
Don't say anything terrible. You're on the podcast right now.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And we were literally just talking
We're
about it.
literally in the middle of a conversation about you right now, babe.
Oh my God, me?
Yeah, I'm telling him how I'm planning on leaving you.
Leaving me? What, for him? Probably, yeah.
Yes.
He said yes. All right. I love
I'm
you.
leaving my girlfriend too.
He said he's leaving his girlfriend too, so maybe you guys can hang out and talk about us afterward. I love you. We're gonna. I'm gonna finish this and I'll call you after. Okay.
Okay, sounds good. Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye. Anyway, and so wait, why was I
I
talking?
had no
yeah.
idea she was 10. Bullshit.
No, swear to God, dude. I'll tell you how we met, and it'll probably blow your mind even more. Anyway, okay, so maybe that's why. Maybe The Outsiders became a big middle school thing after she was in middle school. I don't know. I remember reading it and watching the movie.
I'm sorry. I'm still wrapping my head around this.
While you're processing it, I wanted to see it, but you're reminding me how big of a cast that was before it was a big cast. Tom Cruise.
Oh yeah, Tom
Patrick
Cruise,
Swayze.
Emilio Estevez.
Yeah. Fucking. What's his name?
Ralph Macchio.
Oh my God! I forgot he was in it. My mom's calling me now. Hold on. Hello.
Hey, Bob.
Hey. Don't say anything bad. You're on the podcast right now.
I'm on the podcast?
I'm recording my podcast right now as you're calling me.
Have
so
you not
they can-
told her that we started a podcast?
Hi. Hi, everybody.
Broden says hi.
Hi, Rowan. How are you? Okay. Well,
He didn't-
I want, huh?
What do you want?
I was just going to talk about dinner, but I guess I won't do that now.
Yeah, I don't think they'll care that much. Wait, what do you want to do for dinner?
Well, I was going to see if you... I'm making enchiladas.
Oh, fuck yeah. All right, I love you. I'll talk to you later.
Love you. Bye, Rowan.
Bye.
Yeah, okay, yes, but then what's the guy? He's in everything. I forget what character he plays. He's like the older brother, kind of douchey one. I think I remember.
Oh, I don't
The
know
fuck
his
is
name, but
You know who I'm talking
he's-
about, though, right?
Yes, the big guy with the really strong jawbone.
Yes, and he was in Modern Family for an episode. The Outsiders cast. And he's been in a ton of shit. It's gonna bother the hell out of me until I get there. I love when I get there with Broen. Matt Dillon. Did not know
Yep.
that was his name. He's Dallas.
Yep.
That's who he is.
Yep.
Yeah, I haven't seen that
Yep.
movie since I was 12. So it's been 11 years.
It's great. It's great.
He's
It's really
he
sad.
he was in I haven't heard of any of these movies that is
Yumi and Dupree. That's all I can think of.
He was in Herbie, Fully Loaded, which was the second one, right?
I'm
this is so
fully
irrelevant.
loaded in her B.
B. Almost a good one. What were we talking? Okay, so we got Patrick Swayze. Anyway, dude, we're so bad at this. My mom sees him at a party
Okay.
at David Hasselhoff's house, who abused his wife, by the way. A little funny. And not really. I have a joke. I have a story about that though afterward. She sees Patrick Swayze, and he looks, he's so not generically handsome, but like I feel like objectively he's like beefy, like just like a good looking 80s guy. You know what I mean?
I heard he was kind of a dick.
Maybe. I don't know. He is shorter than my mother. Can you believe that? I thought he was at least like 6 foot something. Like
It's like, keep in mind, my mother is only 6'5", and
my mom was one of the Oompa Loompas in the Willy Wonka, the original one, not the one where they CGI'd all of them. There's a new one coming out. And then so speaking of abusive
Timothy
famous husbands, my friend Seth and I were visiting my grandmother in LA. This is the one that was in Beauty and the Beast. So she is really good friends with George Lopez's ex-wife.
Oh no.
When she left, my grandmother goes, "Yeah, George used to beat her a lot." And my friend Seth started laughing for 10 minutes because he could not. It was so out of nowhere, and the thought of George Lopez beating his wife was so funny to him. And it was. And
I'm not laughing at that. I'm just laughing at your friend.
to this day, dude, I will mention it, and he will lose his fucking mind. Oh my god! And he was. This was 2016, so we were 14 when he was and so he thought it was the funniest fucking thing in the entire world.
Was it even in the about like? Were you even having a conversation about George
No.
Lopez or?
Oh my god! Okay, I'm on the phone with him right now. I just called him. Seth.
Huh.
Okay, you're on my podcast right now. Do you remember huh?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Do you remember a certain story that you and I heard at a cafe in 2016 in LA about George Lopez?
Why?
I'm telling
Yeah, I do.
I'm telling Rowan about the time that you and I found out directly that he used to beat his ex-wife after you and I had met her and had lunch with her.
Not only that, but I had to laugh out of like nervousness. I didn't understand like the kind of like it was just really awkward. We were having like a good time. And then that just happened.
Yeah, she was like, yeah, George used to beat her a lot.
It was very like what the hell?
All right, I love you. I'll talk to you later. Anyway,
Love you, bye. Oh.
I already hung up on him. He'll listen to this.
Is
Anyway,
he the guy that's always on your Snapchat story memories?
maybe he's really lanky, and there was one of me pinching his stretching his tit out that was like 4 inches out. Is that
What
the
the
one you're?
fuck?
Dude, he's like Gumby, literally. I love him so much. Anyway, so that's my Patrick Swayze George Lopez story. And this has been an hour and 20 minutes. And I think this is a good stopping point until when you're done with what you're saying.
Straight Outta Compton.
Okay. Oh, I didn't even know that was a good movie. I've never seen it. Is it good? I know it's a big deal. I know like the story and everything, but I've never seen it.
Yes, it's good. Holy shit.
I didn't know people liked it.
Yes, it's good.
Yeah, I had no idea people liked it.
It's what?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so good, dude.
Well, yeah, you have
it's-
to think. I know where you're from, but I'm from Tennessee, and movies about that aren't about war or America don't do well there, and so I didn't hear about a lot of the other movies.
Oh, dude, Straight Outta Compton is amazing.
Yeah. And there's a
It's
lot of social
perfect.
commentary in that movie, I assume. And so Tennesseans also don't like that a lot, you know.
I'm going to say something very serious, but it's very not out of pocket, but it's just very I'll be honest, as there's a lot of people that might be upset because me being who I am as a white man.
A white guy, like a straight white guy. Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, honestly, now that you've prefaced it with that, it's probably going to be fine.
The movie is at the peak of police brutality. And I say at the peak because a lot of people might be like, oh, police brutality is still an issue. I understand that it's still an issue, but it is not what it was.
Like statistically speaking is what you're saying.
Yeah.
When you said
Yeah.
peak, I thought because a lot of people say peak now like it's good. Like that was, dude,
Oh, no,
that movie
no,
was
no,
so
no, no.
peak.
Sorry,
it's
that's
like,
not what
dude,
No,
this
that's
was
not. I
peak
meant
police brutality, dude. This is when it was
No.
so good. You know?
that I meant when it was like occurring, like they would go
Yes.
to black neighborhoods
Yes.
just to beat them.
Yeah, like this was the hype.
Just to pull them out of their homes,
Yes.
you know, for no reason at all. Like do stuff that was literally.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that doesn't happen. I'm
Yeah.
just saying not to this extent.
Of course.
And if you say that it does, then you're a fucking idiot because it.
Yeah. Things are still very bad, but it's not like it was. You know what I mean? Like
It is not like it was.
things
and
are
one
very,
thing-
very, very, very slowly getting better. Is what you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what you're saying. Yeah.
And one thing about this movie is
Mm-hmm.
there's one scene that is probably the angriest I've ever been in a movie. Like because of what I was watching, not because of like it was bad, but because I was watching what I was watching, I was just like, oh, but it was good. It was like a good angry. It was a black cop
Oh.
that was the bad guy.
Yeah. Oh,
And it was like
and that's,
I was like they did that on purpose.
Oh, of course.
They absolutely like this is such a fucking powerful message.
Oh yeah. Well, speaking of have you seen Green Book?
Not yet. But
You
I
like-
love those two actors. I love Viggo Mortensen and
Blade.
Mohammed.
No,
Best?
it's like Marshall.
Marshelli Ali.
Yes. He has a very difficult name.
Mahershala
to-
Ali. It's funny because I was gonna say Muhammad Ali, but I was like, that's
Yes.
a boxer.
No,
And
it's
then I was like, who's Mohammed Best? That's someone.
I know that name. Maybe a sports person. I don't know. Have you seen? But they're both incredible in that movie and in general.
Okay.
And now he's Blade, which is fucking sweet.
If it even happens,
Yeah. Have you seen?
because they're on their like
Moonlight?
4-3, right? I haven't seen Moonlight either.
Oh, that's also him.
two
That's
Oscar
also
wins I
him.
haven't. That's I know. That's two best picture wins I haven't seen.
Dude, he is like, he's not underrated, but in terms of how often people talk about him, he is. He is
Yeah.
the Prowler. He's in all these incredible movies.
Yeah.
And anyway, and then last one I watched recently, like last month, or maybe even this month for the first time. Have you seen Mid-90s?
Yes.
Dude, Jonah Hill? What the
I
fuck?
watched that literally a couple weeks ago.
For the first time?
Not for the first time.
Oh,
no,
okay.
no. I watched it when it came out. I saw it when it came out.
It was great.
It is.
It's really good.
So many people were upset when that movie came out because of the language. But you have to understand that is what it was like. It was so real.
Oh, yeah. Dude,
Just the fact that they were dropping the F slur. Not,
yeah.
Not fuck, but the F
Yes,
slur.
yeah. Well, and that's people getting upset about that in movies. I mean, it depends on what like if they're being genuinely shitty, but like that's how it was, like you said. Anyway,
I know.
Brianna and I were talking. She didn't love the movie that much, but she and I were both agreeing. I loved it, but she and I were both agreeing that like a lot of this felt like found footage. Like these people felt
Yeah.
like real human beings in
Yes. And you know why?
yeah.
The four friends, not Stevie,
Yeah. The other ones.
but the other ones, you know,
fuck shit and-
fourth grade,
I forget the really good one's
Ray,
name. Yes.
and the other guy. This is all their first movie. This is the only acting they've ever done. They still haven't even done shit.
And what's insane is that they were so believable. They
Yeah.
just felt like shitty, dirty
It's like-
skaters in, like in the 90s. Like that's exactly what it felt like.
I'm not saying this to take away from Jonah Hill's directing skills, but his directing was so good that it felt like he just turned on the camera and just said, "Go."
Yeah. Which
You know?
is probably
they
not
were
what
so
happened,
real.
but that's what it
No.
felt like. You know
That's
what
what
I
it
mean?
felt like.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Like his
that was
directing was so good.
that was his directorial
That was his
debut,
directorial
right?
debut for a feature film. Yeah.
Dude, insane. Anyway, what you said made me think about that. I loved
Yeah.
it.
I got 3 more.
Yeah.
Groundhog Day with Bill Murray.
Nice.
Great movie. Have you seen that one?
I don't remember it. I have seen it though. I need to rewatch it.
It's so good.
Yeah,
It's
I
so
remember
good.
liking it a lot when I was younger.
Yeah. And then, okay, these last two are definitely movies that we have to watch in person.
Okay.
The last one, though, she's seen them. It's a saga. She's seen them, but she wants to rewatch them with me because she hasn't seen them in so long.
Okay.
So the first one is The Batman. She hasn't seen The Batman. And so I'm like,
yeah, it's newer.
I'm not.
Like,
Yeah, I wasn't
yeah.
surprised. I was like, yeah, that just came out. You grew up in a Marvel family, you know. Like I talking to her dad. Her dad is not the biggest DC fan, so I get it.
Pussy.
I don't want to say that.
Just kidding.
I'm trying to get this guy's respect right now.
Mr. Mr. Browen's girlfriend's dad. I'm sorry. And what's the other
I
one?
saw Oppenheimer with him.
We'll talk about that next episode.
Yeah, we'll save that for another episode.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like he and I, just me and him, we went out to dinner and then went out to go see Oppenheimer together.
That's awesome.
So the Batman, and then Star Wars 1 through 6, because those are my favorite
Wow.
movies ever. And so she grew up on them, but she doesn't. They don't really mean anything to her because they were just kind of there.
Yeah.
So she wants to watch them with me from like my perspective.
Are you? I assume going to do release order.
Because she's already seen them, probably not. We might do.
Oh, okay. Okay, then
chronological.
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, because she's already seen them.
Yes, I'm a firm believer in if you have not seen whatever series, release order is the way to go.
100%, absolutely.
I mean, Evil Dead is we've talked about it. I mean, I think you should watch the first one first, but that one's whatever. But I mean, everything else, not Marvel, MCU. People say chronological order. Fuck you. Like half of the post-credit scenes will make zero sense to you. Star Wars. I mean, as somebody who watched Star Wars for the first time in 2020, I was told to start with Episode 1, and it was the biggest mistake I've ever made. And they were like, yeah, watch Episode 1 and 2. Then watch the Clone Wars, then Episode 3, and then watch Solo. And like I watched Solo before Star Wars, and
Which is so stupid.
yeah,
And it turned you off from the franchise because you weren't introduced, and you stopped for over a year,
Yeah.
and you didn't watch Return of the Jedi until they had their anniversary.
yeah, because I mean, I wanted to. It was just, I think the prequels are so. They're enjoyable if you like Star Wars, but if you don't know Star Wars, they're boring as fuck.
Yeah.
And they're not the most incredible movies anyway. So like if you don't know or care about the world of Star Wars or these characters or why Anakin matters or whatever, it's like fucking I don't want to watch this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now
there's-
since she's seen them, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, we had so much to talk about today that we didn't even kind of talk about, which is not a problem. However, we will be talking about all of that stuff next week. And also
Maybe.
Why?
Because
If we record is what you're saying.
if we record,
Yeah.
it's not saying that we don't want to.
Yeah.
It's just our lives are so batshit crazy.
Yes. But we
busy.
are really, really trying to make this a priority again. Not number one, we have jobs.
want
but-
to we want to get to a point where we can make it a priority.
Yeah.
It's just realistically with both of our lives,
Mm-hmm.
it's just like something that we can only occasionally do.
And it doesn't
And
help
we
that
love
there's a
doing
time
it.
difference either. Like it's just there's so much that makes this so difficult. There are 4
Yeah.
jobs involved: moving, money, time difference, internet connection, fucking whatever. But yeah, we both love doing this so much. I love
Yes.
it. I can't speak for you. I think you do. I love doing this.
I love it. No, I love recording with you. I love talking to you.
Yeah.
That's like my favorite episodes to record are these episodes where
Yeah.
we just off the rails,
Yeah.
just catching up with each other.
Yeah, because I mean, we would be doing this probably either way. Now we're just recording it. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
so I do love doing this a lot. And also, we will be talking about, I think, Barbenheimer next week, because you will have seen it. Give
Maybe.
you should try. I think you should try.
Okay, here's
'Cause
I'm kind of over.
I know, but I need you to. I want you to know this. I went in thinking or having an assumption of which one I would like more. It's a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. I'll tell you that.
I'm kind of over the Barbie hype. I'm kind of over it. You know, I didn't see it opening weekend.
I didn't either.
My
I
girlfriend's
didn't
not in
either.
the same state.
It doesn't matter.
I'm a straight adult man. I don't really want to see it with another straight adult man.
Go
And
alone. It is.
I don't know if I want to see it alone either because I'm a straight adult man.
Dude, that was
not
most
saying
of
that
my
I won't
theater.
enjoy it because I'm not saying I won't enjoy it because I think Legally Blonde is a great movie. I'm just saying I think I would enjoy it more if I just watched it. I know some people are like, "Oh, it's toxic masculinity." Shut the fuck up. It's not questioning my masculinity. It's that there's stuff I'd rather do
I will
than
tell you
go
this.
see the Barbie movie alone.
It's way more than you think it's going to be. Hearing what you're saying,
it's just like
it is
the
one of
movie
those.
Talk to Me that just came out.
Yeah,
I 100% would rather see that. Like if I'm going to the movies again, I'd rather see Talk to Me than see Barbie.
this might not mean a lot to you, but I have a group chat with some movie friends that we just talk about new stuff that's coming out. Every single one of them have seen both and like Barbie more. And I will tell you, I'm not saying don't see Talk to Me. I'm just saying Barbie was incredible and I just thought it was going to be fun. But it's actually really, really well made and it's very smart.
Both Talk to Me and Barbie?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, Barbenheimer is like, it was funny, whatever. They're both really great movies. I think you'll like Barbie a lot more than you think you will because I did. I thought it was going to be a 7, like a 6 or 7 out of 10. I gave it a 9. It's genius.
I'm sure I'm going to like it.
It's genius.
It's not that a question of whether or not I'm going to like it. I'm just over it.
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you mean. But I do want to talk to you about it. But if you don't get to it, it's fine. We'll still talk about Oppenheimer.
Maybe I'll
and
go to
other
a
stuff.
$5 Tuesday. Maybe I'll go to a $5 Tuesday.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah, for sure. And I might go see it again.
What's on your shirt? Is that Alien?
No,
Oh.
it's pizza. It's a pizza guy running.
Oh, I see it now. I totally thought that the dough that he was spinning was the xenomorph head.
That would be a really sick T-shirt, dude.
And I know. I was like, where did you get that? And I need it.
We need to make a shirt company with sick movie mashup art, like minimalist, like this, but like that, like what you're saying.
I love minimalist, like subtle
Yes.
stuff. Like
Yes.
like Star Wars is my favorite thing in the world. You could not catch me dead with a Star Wars bumper sticker on my car.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you know what I do have? You know what I do have? You know what I do have?
What do you have?
I have Han Solo's Millennium Falcon dice hanging in my review mirror.
That's what this shit I love too. It's like I love Star Wars, I love like Star Trek, Marvel, whatever, but like I don't want like just a Spider-Man t-shirt that I got at Walmart. You know what I mean? Like I like interesting looking shit. And so dude, we should honestly do that. I just sent you something that I want on it. Go look at what I texted you right now.
Okay.
And you can put it up in the video on the screen. It's my
You want that on a shirt?
It's something like that. I think that's the funniest fucking thing. That's why
We'll just put it right there.
pop there, dude. But yeah, we should do that. Okay, we got to make merch, dude. We got to make Flix. We got to make Patreon so people can pay us to make merch. Because
There we go.
as
And
I
then
mean,
pay for the merch.
yeah. Yeah. Anyway, we're rambling even more than we should be. Next week, we will talk about. I'm gonna. What am I trying to say right now? I'm gonna put us on the spot and hold us accountable. Next week,
Okay.
we're going to talk about how we have been personally. Let everybody know because I think they like when we talk about ourselves.
Well, we kind of already did though. in this episode.
That's true. That's true. Depending on like how specific we want to get, maybe not.
Yeah.
The strikes that are going on right now. That's
Yes,
something that we definitely
address
want to talk
that.
about.
I'll say this: we do stand with them
Yeah.
when it comes to the streaming stuff. Like I
lot of
am
it.
fully supportive of bringing theaters back, and stopping the streaming everything
Yeah.
and all that. But there was one guy I saw on TikTok who's an actor who, funny enough, I've actually met
Mm-hmm.
on one of the shows that I was an extra on. He was talking about the strike and how important it is, and he used the worst example. And it was this show that no one has fucking heard of. I don't even know what show it was. And he was complaining that he was only making $900 a day.
Dude.
And I'm like, fuck you, dude. That is not the way if you want people to support your strike, that's not the way to do it.
My uncle's boyfriend is a writer for Marvel and just got a residual for 96 cents. That is the dumbest fucking example I could hear. $900 a day
my
for a show no
God.
one's heard about? Fuck you. Anyway,
Writer for Marvel?
not like like he did like a She-Hulk episode, like that, like, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Because I want to
could
be
try.
a writer.
Go ahead, dude. If you want to make 90 cents,
Well-
90 cents per residual, go ahead.
That's probably not the right time to talk about it anyways.
Yeah,
'cause
but anyway,
we
we'll
wanna
definitely
pay
talk
attention
about
to
that
the-
next week. Probably some Superman Legacy / DC news, because there's a lot since we've recorded the last time that's come out.
We'll just do a DC episode.
Yeah, maybe some. This will probably be part of the strike conversation with like some AI with Disney and Marvel kind of stuff that's going on.
Oh, well, that'll definitely be with the strike. That'll definitely be
Yes.
talked about with the strike episode.
And then maybe Indiana Jones. I doubt you'll see it. I don't know if it's streaming anytime soon. If you do, we'll talk about it.
I'm telling you right now, I am not seeing that movie in the theater.
I would. It's gonna be better than you think. I think. I like it. It's not. It's better than Crystal Skull in a lot of
Okay.
ways.
Is it better than Temple of Doom?
Better.
I'm
I don't like
not
it
a
as
huge
much.
fan of- I'm not a huge fan of Temple of Doom, so that's why.
Oh, okay.
I'm kind of-
Then you probably like it more than Temple of Doom. I love Temple of Doom, but I get it. So you'll probably and you like Ryan Johnson, or is that his name?
No,
not
Ryan Johnson is Looper and Last Jedi. You're thinking of James Mangold.
Yes, you like him, right? So I think
Logan.
you'll like
He
it.
directed
Yeah.
Logan.
You'll like that, and then speaking of the strikes and Star Wars, my friend Joe at work is a big Star Wars fan. We just unionized at work, and we're only allowed to have like one pin or whatever, like one personal pin, because they hate unions. And so he has like the union pin, but also a join the resistance pin from Star Wars, which is really, really, really cool. My she doesn't know what it means, so he gets away with it. Anyway, thought you'd like that. We will be back next week. We swear to God, we're holding ourselves accountable, probably. And yeah, we're sorry that we have been gone, and we'll probably talk about that more next week because we didn't talk about it today at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Love you. Bye.